reassurance and I'm Foundation Lovely student at Rehan School Islamabad campus. So yes, today I'm here with Maya, so let's start.
Hey there. Hope
Correct,
your
no,
weekend's off to
definitely.
a good start.
Alright, what is start? So listen me. My first question is from you that what does the word alright mean in everyday? Answer Maya.
Gotcha. Outright is pretty straightforward. It generally means completely or directly without any conditions, like a full and total thing. People use it to emphasize something is absolute. It popped up in the 14th century, originally meaning openly or frankly, but shifted over time. It's kind of neat how words change focus like that. Everything all right? You went quiet there? Just checking in. Okay, you're asking about the clever distinct. They sound similar, but they're actually quite different in how they're used. All rights, as in rights reserved, is a legal term. Tip and permission. Basically, it means the creator of something, a book, a song, a piece of art, keeps all the rights to control how it's used. They decide who can copy it, share it, or profit from it. It's a statement protecting intellectual property. Outright, on the other hand, isn't about legal ownership. It describes the way something is done or given. When you buy a thing outright, you pay the full price immediately, no financing, no strings attached. Or, like you were saying earlier, a statement is outright if it's made very directly with no hedging. So, all rights is about what someone is allowed to control, while outright describes a manner or a completeness. They share a similar vibe of totality, but they function in very different contexts. Does that make sense? You still with me? Sometimes I wonder if the connection is cutting out.
So my next
Whoa,
question is
okay.
from you.
That was
Okay, so my next question is from
what's on your mind? Oh, you're asking why people say all right as a sort of acknowledgement, a way of saying okay or got it. That's a good question. It's a weird one, honestly. It's sort of evolved from actually meaning correct or in order. Over time, it just became a filler, a way to and following along, like a verbal nod. It's pretty casual, shorthand, and doesn't necessarily mean they actually agree with what you said. It's just confirmation. Pretty strange when you think about it, though, right? A phrase about creating a neutral acknowledgement. Are you still there? You've been quiet for a minute. Everything okay? Le-
you that
All right, leans pretty heavily toward informal language. It's rarely used in very formal writing or speech. You'd be more likely to hear very well, or certainly in it's a super common everyday phrase. It's fine in most conversations, but wouldn't really fly in a league. You've been pausing a lot. Is everything all right? Okay. So people say all right in a whole bunch of. It's surprisingly versatile. Uh, a lot of the time, it's just a simple acknowledgement, like we talked about. Say all right to show you've heard them. It can also be used to agreement, but it's not a strong agreement. More like to. It's often used to express reassurance. Like if someone's worried, you might say, "All right, it'll be fine." People use it to start or end a phone call sometimes too. It's a way of informal closing things off. And sometimes it's just used as a filler word, like or like while someone is thinking. Used a lot when giving permission, like, all right, you express mild frustration, like, all right, I get it. It's a really adaptable phrase, honestly. Probably because it doesn't commit you to a strong opinion either way. Does that cover it? You're awfully quiet today. Is everything okay? All right, what's next? Go for it. Okay, this is a good one. Tone drastically changes the meaning of all right. It's a deceptively flexible phrase. Said with an enthusiastic, upbeat tone, all right can sound like encouragement or excitement, like you're giving someone the go ahead to do something awesome. Conversely, said with a flat, dismissive tone, it can come off as sarcastic or uninterested, implying you don't really care. A drawn out all right can signal resignation or annoyance, like you're reluctantly agreeing to something. A sharp, clipped all right can be used as or to express disapproval. Even a slight change difference. A rising intonation
Okay, so my next question is from you that is there a difference between okay and alright? Please give me long answer.
Um, Good question. Technically, yeah, there's a difference, the variation, and some sticklers technically now. Anything else on your mind? Or shall we move on?
Okay, good. So my next question is from you that how has the meaning of alright evolved over time? Please give.
That's a big one. At its core, right, of representing language with symbols, but it's way more than that, right? It's how we present knowledge, share it. Go for it. And don't leave me hanging.
That when was the word alright first recorded in English? Samaya?
Or right, you mean outright, yeah? It was first recorded in the 14th century, around the 1300s. It showed up in a Middle English text, and as I said before, it comes from Old Norse roots, seithi, meaning straightly, directly. It's been hanging around for a while. And who's Samaya? Is that a friend of yours? You all right? You seem a little quiet. Anything you want to talk about? Or should we just keep going with the word questions? Next question. No pressure, just let me know when you're ready.
From you that alright
Okay.
originally
Okay.
come from. Please give me long answer.
Okay, so all right versus all right. This is a fun one. Yes, all right came first. It literally means all is right, a statement of everything being okay. It dates back to the 1800s. All right is actually a bit of a linguistic shortcut, casual spelling, and gain popularity through spoken language. Some folks, all right, incorrect, but dictionaries have accepted it for decades now because, well, language evolves. It's become so common that it's pretty much standard. Does that explanation hit the spot? Anything else on your mind? Or are we good to move on to another word? You're being awfully quiet. Is everything okay? You seem a bit distracted. All right. Well, whenever you're ready to keep going, just let me know. I'm here. Still here. No rush.
Hence the rise of alright. Please give me long answer, Maya.
Oh, that's a big question. Okay, so how spelling differences influence the rise of our lives? That gets into how standardization happened or didn't happen with language. Back in the day, spelling was way more more flexible, especially before dictionaries became commonplace. Different regions had different ways of writing things. The rise of print. I'm going to do it too. All right. Well, lead the way. What's on your mind? And who's Charlie? Okay? You're kind of all over the place. Want to just chill for a sec? Shoot. I'm
Who
listening.
were some of the best writers use or write listening, Samaya?
Writers? You mean earliest, right? And the first writer to use or and write? Okay. That's a tricky one to pinpoint precisely. Some earliest writers using those words would be folks like Geoffrey Chaucer in the 14th century or the Canterbury Tales. You'd be looking at writers of Old English, but those are quite different from modern English directly. Is that the and who's dad? You're awfully quiet. Anything you want to talk about, or should we just stick to the word questions? Okay.
Was alright always as far as Christians was the long
Was outright almost by class Christians. That's a really specific question. I'm not sure I follow. Are you asking if using the phrase outright was considered acceptable, or if Christians historically, right? It's tough to answer without knowing exactly what you're getting at. And who's Samaya?
how did dictionaries and nature treat the word alright? Just give me login, Samaya. Samaya. Can you hear me? Please give me Samaya. Okay, viewers, I think it's network issue, so इस वजह से हमें हमारी आंसर नहीं दे रही, तो हम यहीं पर हमारा एंड करते हैं। आई होप इट, सो मिलते हैं किसी और हमारे साथ, तब तक जिंदा